Hello. Happy Wednesday. Yay. I missed you guys. So glad to be here. So glad to be creating. Sup. Hello, Barb. I should have just sold my page before you guys came on. So while we are waiting just for a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and just sold my page. So if you're here and you're going to create with me, I am gessoing. Yay! So just go ahead and gesso your page. Hello, Anna. I kind of got a little crazy with my gesso. I got a ton of it on this page. I might have to wipe some of it off. It'll never dry. Hello, welcome. Glad to have a Wednesday with you. I think that what I'll do is maybe I'll just take the summer and have once a month Wednesdays, and when the fall comes back and things slow down a little bit, I'll go back to maybe every other week or something like that. Because a month was long. Dabbing up some of that gesso that I got real crazy with. Today I watched one of my old videos and I was like, I giggle a lot when I'm teaching. Part of it is happiness over what I'm creating, and then there was just that silly old me. But it was fun. I never watch my videos back, so that was interesting. Alright, it's 8:01. I'm going to wait for one more minute to see if I see anyone else come into the room. I mean, I know that you guys are all chatting. Some of you, I see that there are more people than those that are chatting. For those of you that are here for the first time, if you would like to chat, you will need to log in to chat. And by the way, I'm TR, and this is the Art Party Wednesday. I should also say, hey there, Miss Tanel 75. My website is down. The server that stores it was hacked. So the replay will be available, but it will only be available on my YouTube channel until my blog is restored. If it can be restored, there's a chance that it can't be restored, which saddens me because there's a lot of information on my blog and rebuilding is just an overwhelming idea. So I will share the post. I will post my photo of the completed page on Facebook, and then the replay will be on YouTube. All right. Hello, Marion. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. It's 8, well, one more minute. At 8, it's 8:03. I was going to say at 8:03, I'll switch my camera angle. It's 8:03. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera angle. And we're going to get started because we only have an hour. That looks pretty good. There's my page. No. Well, you know what? I don't, with the server, I don't know. Honestly, Patricia, I don't know. My friend is trying to restore it. They should be able to restore it, but of course, if the hack was bad enough, you can't restore it, even from the backup systems. So, I don't know. I don't think so. I'll just faint. I told my husband I'm going to faint. Most of the stuff I do have copies of, like in my file, so I can reproduce it, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna start fresh. So, like things that I've written, I've always kept copies of articles and things like that, but I'm not gonna go back and restore all of that stuff. It'll have to be new and fresh. I really, really hope that she can work her magic and make it come back. And I guess I will, this is a good lesson. I'll have to think about how that stuff is backed up separately on a separate server, because they're vulnerable. Now, there are people just hacking. They're just mean people in the world. So anyway, gosh, I'm just glad to have you guys here because I need this. I don't even want to talk about the blog because it's not a happy subject right now. And I am deciding that I'm going to be happy today, and if I need to do something different with the blog, then I will deal with that. That's what I was thinking, Pat. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to take it in stride. Whatever comes, I'm going to work with that, and it'll just be a fresh new face if it has to be, and that's fine. Alright, so I've already gessoed my page. You can still see some of the pattern on the background, and that's not a problem. I always like my pattern to show, but I'm going to dry it a little bit so we can start to paint. So tonight I will be using various colors of my Dylusions paint. I will be using this cute stamp, and I must say that I draw most of my images, but tonight I'm going to stamp. I've been blessed with the gift of these stamps, and I've always loved them, so I should use them. And I'm also going to use my Inktense, so it'll be a fun, creative night. Bonnie, it may be, because honestly I have been thinking about changing my blog. So, and I've been starting new things, and I've got a new venture going on. I've got a lot of things going on, so you never know. I always look for the good things in every situation and for the lesson. So I always feel like whatever happens is there for a reason, and you need to walk away with the lesson. So I'm good. Can't say that I won't be sad and that I won't even cry. I said I'll probably cry a whole lot. Y'all gonna have to send me cyber hugs and all kinds of stuff. But the truth of the matter is, I'm living, I'm happy, I got a great husband, family, friends. So that is just a bump in the road. I get to art with you guys. How about that? That is absolutely wonderful to me. So, gotta think about the blessings you have. And not forget those. Alright. Alright. Hello, Liv. Yes. Alright, so we've got this nice little page gessoed here, and we're going to start with the Dylusions, and I think that I'm going to use these three colors. I did want to try to keep the background a little bit light so that the stamp shows up nicely, but I really like this color combination. It's one of my favorites. So I think that I'm going to go with these three. which are the vibrant turquoise, the crushed grape, and the fresh lime, if you are using Dylusions with me. And you guys have been with me and seen me use a baby wipe to paint. I thought about using my fingers. You know I like using my fingers too. But maybe tonight we're going to use a baby wipe. And maybe we'll use both. You just never know when it comes to me. But we're going to start with the Dylusions. So the plan is that we're going to use Dylusions for the background. We're going to stamp and we're going to use the Inktense to add color to our girl. Alright? So I shake my Dylusions up because they are fluid, but they get a little thick. And you might have to add water to them. But I'm going to trust that this one's pretty good. And I'm just going to take my baby wipe, get a little bit of paint, and just spread it on. And the thing about these Dylusions is they are sort of fast drying, but with this baby wipe, you should be able to spread. Just remember that as you're spreading, and I think I'm probably going to end up changing or doing some of this with my fingers, because I like fingers. I like using my fingers. And of course, you can take it and you can add more color and darken it up if you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a couple of these. Yeah, see, my purple is kind of thick. Now the one thing that I will say is I don't like the smell of these paints, but I love that they're in a tub instead of a tube or bottle. So that's one of the things I do enjoy. And of course, be careful when you shake them up because it'll be a little bit messy. But I'm just gonna blot. I'm using 2 different fingers. There is a method to my madness. I like mixing colors with my fingers. So I'm just blotting some of this on, and then I'm going to use my fingers to mix them up. See, ooh, look at that. And I know I said I didn't want my background to be too dark. Ooh, but I love that. So love. Love, love, love. And that's going to turn kind of a brown color. I'm getting my purple. And now I'm just dabbing. That's pretty dark. And now I'm just going to rub in some spots because this is pretty thick. So now I'm just kind of blending some. I'm not going to blend it all. Just a few spots with my, ooh, look at that. That is so pretty. With my baby wipe. So I'm blending some spots and they're looking pretty and smooth and still colorful. Okay, so just do this however you want. And it's darker than I thought, but I love this. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's a little bit shimmery because I haven't dried it, but I like the way this looks. So I am happy with that. Happy, happy, happy. I was saying how I watched one of my videos earlier today and I was very happy in all of it. Talking to myself, I use the word happy a lot. But that made me happy because that meant I was happy creating. All right, I think I'm done with this part. Boy, this might go faster than I expected because I really like the background. So I am going to close these up. All right, so there's that. Now this is kind of wet like I just said, so I'm going to actually, boy, look at my fingers. They are a mess. But the nice thing about these Dylusions too is they clean off your hands really quite easily with the baby wipe. So I'll get some of this off, especially when your baby wipe is wet. Mine is a little dry. Hey Vicky. Hello, Miss Miko. All right, so we've got this beautiful mess of colors, and I am going to dry it. Now, in real life, you really shouldn't dry. You shouldn't be using this to dry. I love this so much. This look. I want you guys to see how pretty this looks to me. On the screen, it's just so shimmery because it's not dry. It's very thick. I put this on with a thick, heavy touch. So I really hope what I have in my mind is gonna work. You still can't see it too well. I did use a lot. Oh yeah, this is gonna take forever to dry. I might have gotten a little too carried away. I got so much gesso. I got crazy today. I got so much gesso on the back I can't turn the page. Yes, this is very thick. I think I'm going to need to grab a piece of paper. Excuse me. I'm going to try something I've never done before and hope that I don't destroy my craft. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, I can turn the other page. That's what I wanted to do. It's so funny because obviously it's more dry than I think because it's not picking up much of the paint. But it is not dry to my touch. See, but it's not picking up much paint. But that still should make it better. See, and you can tell that it's wet still because of how much it shimmers. But I love how it looks. And maybe it's dry enough. Yeah, that's better. These colors are just so beautiful and vibrant. That is what I like about them. Try one more thing. I'm gonna roll my paper towel roll over it. And then I'm gonna dry that little blob over there. I'm gonna dry just a little bit more, and then we're just gonna, yeah, because it's getting dry. We're just gonna go ahead and paint. Hello, Kiva. Alright. Yes, that's better. Oh my god, I just love this. I love how this looks. I don't know that you guys can really see it because of the glare, but the color is really pretty. It's really pretty. Alright, so I'm actually ready to get my stamp again and stamp it and hope that it shows up. Matter of fact, I think that I'm going to grab my embossing powder so that it gives it a raised edge, and that'll help with it showing up. And when I've never used this, so whenever I have a new stamp, I usually wipe it off. They usually have a little residue or something on it, so I wipe it off before I use it. Alright, got my embossing powder. Got my ink pad here. And then you have to decide where you want your girl to go. If you want her to just be in the center, to the side, down here, over here. I think she'll be right about there. So I have my ink pad here. And I think she's gonna go right about here. Alright, so I'm inking her, getting some ink all over her. And hope that I get a great impression. I will say it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it 1,000 times. I am not the best stamper. So I am just inking away because I'm trying to make sure there is plenty of ink on here before I stamp her. Just trying to make sure I hit all parts of her. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I almost emptied out all of my embossing powder on that. Yes, the paint does not have texture. What Vicky said is correct is because I put it on with a heavy hand. Now I am just getting rid of the embossing powder, which oh, duh. It is, of course, in places where it shouldn't be because my paint is wet. But that's okay because you could take a paintbrush as I am doing, and I'm going to get rid of the excess. And excuse me, because as I try to get rid of the excess, I don't want to mess her up. So I'm holding it so I can see what I'm doing. So at this point, you probably can't see what I'm doing. So excuse me, I'm quiet, I'm concentrating. As you can see, I'm just getting the excess off to make her more beautiful. That's all. There. She looks fabulous. Now I just need to put this embossing powder back. And then get my heat gun out and emboss her. And paint her. This is so pretty. I am sort of like, I don't know if I want to paint. There are some spots where I didn't get the embossing powder off, but that's okay. Can you see her? This is really dark. But it's a nice image. Oh yeah. I love it. I'm just like, oh my god, now I gotta color this? I don't know. But I'm going to color it. I'm going to stick with my original plan, which was to color her hair in and to color her skin in. And gosh, I love it. And to do something. We'll see. We're going to do something here. Something. Alright, because we got to use those Inktense. Just for Liv. I want you to know, Liv, that the only reason I'm using Inktense tonight is because of you. Yay, I'm glad you can see it. I love my Inktense, so I'm going to paint her. She could stay as she is, but we're going to paint her. I almost feel like painting her hair white. What do you guys think of that idea? Doing something different. I think so too, Vicky. I'm like, what? What? That's it. I'm done. White hair. I really think I'm going with white hair. Now, I will say, whoa, I've never ever done that before. Yeah, I just think, hey, let's do something different. Step out of the box. Make it happen. Alright, so when I use my Inktense, and I don't know if this is going to hold true for tonight, but I usually will take the block, which my white is broken, and what? Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. I used it on those flowers, my splotch flowers. All of those beautiful flowers and butterflies are made using Inktense. Say it isn't so. So I just take, and I don't know how this is going to work, and I dab my brush in the water and I dab it on the bar. And then I color. Although I may color directly on here tonight to make sure the white stands out a bit more. But I can tell you right now that I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking that hair pop out as white right there. That's working for me. Don't you think so? Look at that. That's beautiful. I need a bigger piece. That little piece is going to make my fingers crazy. Yes, yes. Don't you? Oh my God, look at that. And I dab on my towel, my paper towel often. Can you see that? Oh my God, I love it. Did you see that, Miss Miko? Oh, I love this white hair. It's just making just like everything. Now you can take it and you can also draw directly on your paper with it to get a little bit more color. And I will hold it up for you guys in just a second. And I try not to let my brush get too wet. I think I'm about done with the hair. I love that. All right. And now I'm going to. Okay. So here I'll also hold it up again, and I am going to paint her brown, some shade of brown, which I think I'm gonna go with 1740. Same deal. Although I'm gonna switch my water. So I'm gonna paint her face and her arms and shoulders with this brown. And then I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna paint that flower at all. And since this is so dark, it probably isn't going to really show up all the brown. It's just going to darken it and define it a little bit better for us. And I may need to color, which of course coloring on top of paint is not always going to happen. So I am going to add some color here and see if that works. I know that it feels very smooth, so I don't think it's coming off very much. I may need to use a darker brown. Whoops. I need to dip my paint. You can see it. I could see it on the screen. Can you see the color? Glad I got on junky clothes tonight. I don't have my apron. I left it downstairs. I gotta clean that up, but I just wanted you to see that there is some color there. Some of this is gonna get cleaned up and some of it is just not because of the color background. But I do want her to have some brown. See, when I dry, you can see it even better. I love that. You see her appearing now? Wake up. Stop that. I'm wide awake. I don't think that the color's going to take on her face right there. The brown. Gonna do a little bit more drying. The way she's looking. Yes. And what I am going to do is I am going to get a deeper brown. I think it's this one. That's 1920. Okay, so I'm gonna try 1930. Yep, and just give her a little bit of shading. Y'all know I love my shading, so I'm gonna add a little bit of shading. See how that turns out. You can see it a little bit. I'll hold it up. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Vicky, Mama Rose. I love that. I love that. I love that little bit of shading. I don't know if you can see it. Just those few spots, like right there, under her neck, hairline. I think I might have to add just a little bit more because when it dries, you can't see it. So I got to make sure it's actually there. All right, so just a little bit more. You know, I think that's one of the things I love about at least the way that I feel that I art. I'm not very complicated with my art, or at least it isn't to me. I like simple, beautiful things. And I believe that people can achieve great looks with simple art. And you know, like, because I don't use a whole, and I don't knock it, to each his own, but I'm not a big fan. I do sometimes do a million techniques, but I'm always like, nah, I just want to paint most of the time. Do some layering, add pretty colors. What can my paintbrush do? Can my paint add the dimension that I want? Can I get what I need from my paintbrush? That's sort of how I think of things. I don't always want to have to pull out um, stencils and I mean, I got a stamp here, but I don't want to have to pull out all kinds of stuff all the time. I want to just make pretty art, and sometimes that means I'm making pretty art with my brush, and that's it. Alright, I'm pulling out the white again because I see some spots in her hair that need a little color. And I really love that the color from the background is showing through in her hair. That just makes me happy. And her dress is going to stay the background. Her skin is going to stay how it is. I am going to get a little bit of red. And I have a red pencil, Inktense pencil. So I am going to add a dab of red on her lips that you probably won't see because it's so dark, and a dab of red for rouge. Yeah, that's not gonna probably work. We'll see. We'll see. Yep, that gives her a little touch of color. Perfect. Love that. Oh, my stamp. You know what? Let me tell you this, Vicky. My stamps are a little messy, and I am I don't even care. I know that sounds crazy, but like this right here, if it stays like that, as long as I can still use it, I won't trip about it. Let's just say that. I have lots of stamps that are ink stained, and it's okay as long as they're still usable. Now, I have a friend who is very neat. Her stencils, I don't care how many times she uses them, she gets them in the bathroom, she washes them out, and so whenever she's around, I want to use her stuff, but I won't ever use it. And she's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because you're so neat." And I don't think that once I use it, if I go to the bathroom, I'll never get it as clean as you. So I was like, mm-mm. Yeah, no, I did wipe it to make sure that it didn't have the paint. Alright, I think that I'm just going to do some fun stuff around her. Maybe put a word or two on here, and then I'm done. But I'm leaving her flower as is. I think she looks gorgeous. I love her white hair. And, where's my bag? I am just going to do a little bit of something. We'll see. That's what I'm going to call it, a little bit of something. Getting out my white pastel, because I love doing this. So it's the white pastel because I'm lightening. It's gonna add a little bit of light. Yes. And I have to do a lot. But I wanna, and I don't know if you can even see that. I don't see it very well. Yes. I just want to add a little bit of light around her because she is fabulous and she generates and radiates light and love. Yes. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. That's what I want. Light and love. Look at that. Ooh, baby. Can you see that? That is glorious. She is radiating light out into the world. Ooh, look at that. I love it. Can you see that? Mm. All right. I love that. I love that. I love that. All right. I'm going to get a dab of black paint out and stamp a little, and then I'm getting a little dab of black paint out, and I've got some corrugated board, and I'm just gonna add some little corrugated pieces around. I haven't done that in a long time, so I decided I was gonna do that tonight. And then I think I'm gonna rush over, grab some, um, oh, where's my other brush? Grab a rub on and add a rub on. So I'm just adding some interest to the page. So see that? Just a little stamp there. Yeah, that's that. And last but not least, I am just going to see if I have a rub-on or something that I can add to this and call her done. Oh, I love it. Oh, so pretty. Alright, so let me just grab rub-ons and then we're going to be done. I'm grabbing rub-on. I think. I hope. We'll see if there's something that we can use. Alright. I just grabbed a bunch of rub-ons. I have no idea if there's anything in here that I would use, but we'll see. Because, you know, I just grab stuff and see if there's any beautiful words. Beautiful words. No, no, no. Uh-oh. Maybe we don't have the right beautiful words tonight. Nope. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Well, I don't have any cool white other than the word precious. And I don't think I want to use that word precious. Thank you. Um, alright, you know what? I see you are a work of art. And I'm going to use you are a work of art. It's in black, but that works. She is a work of art. This page is a work of art. And I am going with that. So you guys weren't here earlier when I said maybe for the summer we'll just do once a month because I got so much going on and got vacation and all kinds of stuff. But then maybe in the fall I'll go to twice a month or back to 4 a month. But I missed you guys. Yeah, there, that is my truth. I missed you, I missed you, I missed you. And now I don't know where my rub-on tool is. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I'm going to put you are a work of art on here. So I'm just rubbing it on here. It's black. I was hoping I had white letters, but I don't. Not anything I want to put on here tonight. Then I will add my signature and a scribble, and we're all good. 9:05. Don't forget, my blog is out of commission. I will share this on Facebook tomorrow. The replay will be available on YouTube shortly after we wind this up. And someday, hopefully, my blog will be back online. And I can't even say that I'll put this on there. It just depends on where I am. If I have to start a whole new blog, then I make no promises because I'm going to be in some crazy state. Some crazy state of mind if I got to start all over. The server was hacked for you that don't know, and my friend is trying to recover it, but there's a possibility that it can't be recovered. And so I'm just kind of going with the flow for what may. And now I don't know where my bag of pens and pencils went. I know you guys do this kind of thing all the time. We're making our art. We put something down and then we can't find it. Where is the bag with the pen? Here it is. I got it. I got it. Okay, so I'm done. I'm going to sign it. Oh, is that that's not what I want. See if this will write on it. Yep. Signed in white. Scribbled in white. Love those scribbles. There we go. Love that. No, I always misplace stuff. It's ridiculous. While I'm arting. Anyway, there you go. See my scribbles? I scribbled in white. Love that. Here. My signature. And then another scribble. And I am done. We're calling this one done. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you created with me. I hope that I will see you at the next art party. Oh, I had such a good time. That was fun. Love, love, love how this turned out. This is just beautiful. Thank you everybody for joining me. I will see you on Facebook. Again, I will share this on Facebook. My blog is down. But I will share a link to the YouTube video on Facebook. I will share this on Facebook. And if you need the replay, all of that good stuff. And I will see you online. Thank you so much, everyone. Have an amazing night and an amazing weekend. All right. Love you so much. Good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. You're welcome. Thanks, Liv. See you online. Thank you, Mama Rose. Thank you, Marie. Mary. I always want to say Marie. Vicky. Mama Rose. Thank you, Kiva. Thank you, Shirley. Bonnie. Thank you, everyone. All right. Bye.